Most people see Birmingham in fragments. The old factories, the canals, the Bullring, the phrase Britain's second city, and recently the council crisis headlines. But that picture is incomplete. Birmingham is home to around 1.145 million people. Work inside the local authority boundary produced more than £35 billion of economic value in 2023. And Birmingham New Street recorded 36.6 million entries and exits in the year to March 2025, making it the most used station outside London. So the real question is not whether Birmingham used to matter. The question is why it still matters. Birmingham is not a national capital. It does not sit on the sea. It does not have London's command skyline or Liverpool's port symbolism. Its power is quieter. It comes from being in the middle and from knowing what to do with the middle. Birmingham did not become powerful because of one ruler, one monument, or one industry. It became powerful because it kept converting old infrastructure into new functions. Canals became industrial routes. Workshops became technical skill. Railways became national access. Factories became services, research, finance, education, logistics, and regional systems. Birmingham's story is not one rise and one fall. It is a city repeatedly changing the job of its own machinery. The map explains the first layer. Place Birmingham in Britain, and it does not look dramatic at first. No ocean edge. No royal capital. No great estuary. But zoom out. It sits in the West Midlands, close to the centre of England's population and transport geometry. London lies to the southeast. Manchester and Liverpool to the northwest. Bristol and Wales to the southwest. This did not make Birmingham inevitable. Cities are not built by maps alone. But the map made Birmingham useful. The wider Birmingham Canal navigation system totals about 100 miles of canals. In the industrial age, that network helped move coal, iron, parts, tools, finished goods, and people through Birmingham and the Black Country. The point is not canal trivia. The point is that Birmingham learned to be a connector before modern connectivity had a name. Birmingham was not only a city of giant factories. It was a city of many trades. Metal goods, jewelry, buttons, guns, tools, bicycles, cars, scientific instruments, everyday objects made in workshops, yards, sheds, and small firms. Some industrial cities became powerful by doing one thing at enormous scale. Birmingham became powerful by doing many practical things and linking them together. The Birmingham Museum's Science and Industry collection holds around 40,000 objects connected to 3 centuries of scientific, technological, and industrial development. That is more than a museum fact. It is a clue to the city's operating system. Birmingham accumulated skills that could move sideways. If one product changed, the technique could survive. If one market weakened, another workshop could adapt. But the same system that made Birmingham powerful also made it vulnerable. When industrial Britain changed, Birmingham had to become something else. This is where the story must stay honest. Birmingham's reinvention has not been clean. It has not been evenly shared. It has not erased the costs of deindustrialization. The city still carries sharp inequality. A local government association profile says 40% of the population lives in areas among the 10% most deprived in England. That matters because a city can be economically important and socially strained at the same time. In 2023, Birmingham City Council issued Section 114 notices connected to equal pay liabilities and an in-year budget gap. The UK government then launched a statutory intervention. That is not a side story. It is part of the contradiction. Birmingham is big enough to matter to Britain, but complex enough to be hard to govern. The better story is harder. Birmingham still matters, but the benefits of its network power are uneven. Now look at the modern economy. According to ONS local authority data, Birmingham generated £35.427 billion of current price GVA in 2023. In plain English, that is the economic value created by work happening inside the local authority area. But the structure matters more than the headline. Services accounted for about £30.675 billion. Manufacturing was about £2.379 billion. Finance and insurance reached £4.196 billion. Health and social work reached £4.412 billion. Education reached £3.478 billion. This is not the economy of a city that only makes things. It is the economy of a city that coordinates things. Hospitals, universities, finance, business services, public administration, property, retail, cultural work, remaining manufacturing. All of them sit on the same older advantage, concentration in the middle of a large region. Old infrastructure did not disappear. It changed jobs. The network story becomes clearer when you follow movement. Birmingham New Street is not just a station. In ORR's 2024-25 station usage data, it was the most used station outside London, with 36.6 million entries and exits. That number is a visual symbol of Birmingham's role, people moving through the middle. Then look southeast of the city to Birmingham Airport. In the year ending 31 March 2025, the airport handled a record 13 million passengers. Its annual report estimates a net regional economic impact of £1.5 billion of GVA per year. The next layer is future-facing. HS2's Curzon Street Station is designed as a high-speed gateway in East Side, connected to the city centre, Moore Street, buses and tram routes. That future has schedule and cost risks. It should not be treated as already delivered. But the intention is revealing. Britain is still trying to connect the middle of the country to the flows that shape its future. So what is Birmingham's formula? It is not beauty, although the city has beauty. It is not tourism, although visitors matter. It is not nostalgia, although the industrial past gives the city identity. The formula is conversion. Take an inland position and turn it into a route system. Take small workshops and turn them into technical culture. Take canals and railways and turn them into a habit of connectivity. Take a factory city and turn it into a service, education, health, finance, and logistics node. That is Birmingham's real drama. Not whether it can recover an old title, but whether it can make old network power useful in a new economy. At the start, Birmingham looked like a contradiction. Not a capital, not a port, not the industrial giant it once was, not a city without problems. And yet it keeps appearing at the center of the map. That is because Birmingham's deepest advantage was never just what it made. It was how it connected making, movement, people, and institutions. London may hold many of Britain's command functions, but Birmingham shows something different. The middle still needs a city that can turn roots into systems. That is why Birmingham still matters.